All right, I'm Sterling Mueller. I'm the assistant coach at UT Dallas for the women's soccer team. This will be my third year coming up. I got recruited by Division I schools. A lot of them were in the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, and something just kept coming to the back of my mind. Like, I didn't want to not be a part of the Carolina team because it had been a dream for me from the very start. I had always wanted to play at Carolina. I got recruited by them, but there wasn't much of an opportunity for me from what the coach was telling me. He actually told me in a meeting, we sat down with my parents and him, and he said that, he's like, look, we want you to come here, but we don't know if you'll play a single minute. And he said he was pretty surprised when I was still smiling, and I said that I wanted to commit. And at that point, he said, okay, I've told you the honest truth with what I'm foreseeing for the future for you, but if you want to change that future, here's some steps to get there. And basically I took it to heart, and had some girls around me once I was at the school that really helped me improve quickly. And the next year I ended up being a starter for the program, which that was always a dream of mine, but I wasn't sure if that was ever going to happen. So that was pretty cool to take a risk like that and have it come to fruition the way that you hoped and dreamed that it would. We were freshmen. We didn't know what to expect. We were just kind of thrown into the mix, and nobody really expected us to win that year either, because we had, I think, 7 or 8 freshmen starting. So I think a lot of people were writing us off as this is a rebuilding year and just not really expecting us to go very far. But we battled. We kind of did well because we didn't have any expectations. There was no pressure, and we were just out there playing, which was pretty cool. But we worked our butts off. There was a turning point in the season where I really felt like all of us got on the same page, and we realized, hey, we can do this.
Number 3, this is North Carolina against Yale. Actually, it's Yale against Yale because Yale averaged of North Carolina on the kickoff. 4 seconds it took her to score. Quickest goal in women's college history.
And ended up winning the whole thing. And when we won, everybody's cheering. We're all so excited, so happy. We're all hugging our parents, hugging each other. What was extra meaningful was we were playing for this little girl who had cancer, and that was pretty significant because, you know, she couldn't walk at that point. She was in a wheelchair, and we strolled her out onto the field with us because we told her she was a teammate of ours, and we won for her. And that was the most meaningful part of that whole experience. Yes, the journey is a grind, and yes, it's meaningful to work hard and have it, culminate in this national championship. But the most meaningful part was this little girl. At the same time, after that was all over, she's on a flight home. Her family's gone. We all drive home. And I remember I was like brushing my teeth, and I was like, this is just like normal life. Like, is this it? Like, we just won the national championship, and I'm like brushing my hair. And it was kind of surreal in the sense that we were just like, that was fun and awesome, but it wasn't as fulfilling as I thought it was going to be. And not to take away from it, because I think we had just put it up on a pedestal to make it something that completed us. Like, oh, this is going to complete any void, any like hole, any way that we feel insecure. And it really didn't. That wasn't what we expected, which I think surprises a lot of people, because they think like, oh, if I was the beauty queen, or if I was the Super Bowl champion, or if I won a national championship, or if I was the next Mia Hamm, I would feel complete, and it won't complete you. That's just the facts. So I think the journey is where the growth happens. It's not in these like pivotal moments of success or like the accolades. It's in the journey where you grow as a human being.